Hey, welcome to another episode of Trump Review. I'm your host, Stan Leibowitz, aka The Black Lebowski, and I'm joined here by my good friend and special guest.
I don't need an introduction.
There you go.
Let's just
the
continue
man
this.
will remain nameless. So, we're gonna talk about Trump. So, what's something that's been interesting for Trump in the news?
Okay, December 2018, and a lot of what I've said for the past couple of years have come true.
What have you been saying? Wait.
Whoa,
So let's start at do you agree? Do you like Trump?
We'll get to this. Okay, so
What are your thoughts on
I guess we'll start from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
We'll start from the beginning. So growing up, the only thing I knew about Donald Trump was that his wife divorced him, and she took a lot of his money, and you're fired, and that's the only thing I knew about Donald Trump. And then I am Mexican, so of course Donald Trump began his campaign with this famous line, Mexicans are rapists, criminals, and a bunch of stuff. So
Wait.
So that's how Trump started. So before that line, that's all I knew Donald Trump for.
Do you think?
So I do not like Donald Trump, obviously.
Did he say Mexicans are rapists, or did he say they're sending rapists?
Okay, but like the past couple years, Donald Trump has proven to be like the worst thing that has happened to this country in a long time. People would say the worst thing that has ever happened to this country. And if you look at it now, 2 years after he was elected, we see, a failing economy, and we see, and people have seen.
Okay,
people.
I'm not a huge Trump supporter. I just think this thing looks kind of stupid and snazzy. But you said the worst thing. I'm going to go to the extreme. Worse than slavery? You think Donald Trump is worse than slavery?
Here, what's it called? I said in a long time. But here, what's it called? So that's how Donald Trump's he was a C-list reality TV star, and then he became the president of the racist and a bunch of people, right? So that's where it started, right? With the whole line about Mexicans, and I am Mexican. So that's where my opinion of Trump really began, because before then, the only thing I knew is that his wife took his money and that he was on reality TV shows like Flava Flav. Mm-hmm. And that's in 2 years after Donald Trump became president. We see a bunch of people see what I saw from the very beginning.
And what is it that you saw, though? You haven't really said anything.
That he's a stupid, clown.
Oh.
And he was a C-list celebrity for a reason.
But what does that mean, though?
Donald Trump is not your typical demigod. He is not like Hitler. He's not a well-spoken person. He's a stupid person who speaks to the stupid people. And this is why we have what we're seeing right now, the unraveling of America that has began before Trump, obviously.
And that's what I was going to say. You're not saying that Trump is the cause of this, right?
Donald Trump is the catalyst of the fall of the empire. This is just... There's this show called Idiocracy. I never watched it, but everyone's saying, this is how it is.
Oh, it's like President Hector Macho Camacho, man.
Yeah, so it's but this is the thing. So 2 years from December 2018, Michael Cohen is going to jail. Paul Manafort is going to die in jail. And Donald Trump might die in jail, too. And
we know that's not going to happen. This guy's been telling me forever that he thinks Trump is going to jail.
Exactly. So December 2018, it's been 2 or 3 years since I said Donald Trump is going to go to jail, and he might end up in jail, and that would be something.
So that's the first thing of substance that you've actually said so far in the short bit. So why do you think that Donald Trump is going to go to jail?
Because Paul Manafort is going to jail for the rest of his life for covering stuff and doing stuff Donald Trump did. So why wouldn't Donald Trump, the person that broke all these laws go to jail also.
Well,
why wouldn't like his family go to jail for a bunch of things a lot of people have gone to jail for doing a lot less. Why wouldn't they go to jail, right?
So I'm just going to kind of try and look at this from a real point of view because, you know, these guys are thugs and criminals in a weird way, you know, but they act in a legal way, right? So what do most criminal organizations do? They create layers of protection. That's what Manafort is.
But he's going to jail.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the person he's protecting is going to go to jail. That's what happens. It's like the rocket booster on the Saturn V. You get out to to certain levels.
2 years ago,
you jettison them.
2 years ago, I said it was like Donald Trump is like owned.
2 year ago, you said Hillary was going to win though, and I was telling you that Donald Trump was going to win, and I'm not. And again,
no, because I told because I had a bunch of professors that were nice people. They were like liberal and stuff, but a bunch of them were big Hillary fans. Most of them preferred Hillary to Bernie Sanders, and I told them because Hillary won the primary in large part because of like rigging basically of the DNC. You know, Hillary like won all the southern states like Texas and Louisiana and like Republican states that like should not matter as much as they do for the Democratic primary. So Hillary won all those states, and then Bernie won all the states like in the Midwest, like Wisconsin and Michigan, and like basically all the swing states of the presidential election. And I remember even back then I told them, you see Bernie's winning all of these swing states. Hillary is just gonna win the primary, or she's just winning the primary because she's like winning the South. But she's gonna lose those states by like so many points in like the presidential election. So that's like, we live in California. So perfect example, California, the most important state, the wealthiest state, the most productive state in the country. And I know a lot of you guys hate California.
And you want us to fall off the map, but we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
No, but these are facts, though, and this is about facts. These are facts. So California, the most important state, the wealthiest state, is like basically marginalized in the primaries and in the presidential elections. Yeah, you see, and it's very interesting, and it's set up that way for a reason. So, right, it's because the DNC, the Democratic Party, is not liberal. Like,
what does this have to do with Trump, though? What does this have to do with Trump, though? Bring it back to Trump.
Bring it back to Trump. Right. So even back then, I was not a Hillary fan, Dave, and I knew Hillary was like not like she was like the weakest candidate ever, and
they want her to run again. So that, but again, Trump. Get back to Trump. Yeah.
But Trump, so everything I've said for like the past 2-3 years, and it's all come true. So and what's really interesting.
What's coming true though?
First, people thought Trump was good for the economy, and he's been like the worst